Hey guys, how's it going? Another week, another mobile suit. So last night they had a server issue and we couldn't get the new banner, and I woke up. I decided to take a look at what this was, and I wish I got my face recorded, but something like this probably, because it's GM Nightseeker. Okay, well, that's cool. I guess we're finally getting some low cost, is what I thought. GM Nightseeker 5 seems cool. Looks like it has the Betaine rifle, which is kind of interesting. Didn't know it had that. Have no clue anything about this suit. And then the funny part here is the quote: "It may look ramshackle, but what's inside sure ain't." And yeah. Then I roll down, see the 500 cost and 550. For some reason they have 550 here, but it's 500 and 550. 2-star is another thing. So I'm like, okay, it's a raid that's 500, 550, 2-star. Kind of interesting. What can it do? So, take a look. So I've only watched this once, but I'll try again. Got the Betaine rifle. It's got a beam saber that you can see there. There we go. It's got a shield, which is pretty cool. Whoa, double. Where are the beam sabers? Got a beam saber, so it looks like it has either its own daggers or is it using the normal daggers? I can't tell on that. Like, either it's using its own kind of daggers or those are just the normal daggers. So does it have 2 sub melee weapons or does it have 2 main melee weapons that you can choose from? Because actually, wait a minute. It's got a single beam saber. Oh no, okay. It's just the double daggers. I'm being dumb. Never mind. So you get the double daggers. You got a beam saber. Assuming the Betaine can be, use its alternate melee form. It'll probably have Vulcans, I guess, and it's got the rifle to shoot, so it's got a decent range. Check. It's probably got anti-stealth. So anti-stealth in raid, which is kind of interesting. I'm guessing anyway. Not sure whether we probably have the flight thing where you can jump around like a crazy person. So again, haven't done my research on this yet. We'll definitely be talking about it on the podcast tonight. But it does have the flight control program level 3. Thruster consumption reduced by 50% when using high-speed movement in the air. However, the actual effect makes the thruster consumption be reduced by 50% when jumping, in addition to the moving at high speed. That is crazy. So yeah, you can jump around. You can jump and fly around in circles and shoot the beam. There's gonna be some. All I want to see out of this thing is I want to see somebody jump and is like doing this and bouncing around and just shooting the rifle while doing that. That'll be just the funniest thing. The good thing with this suit is on places like Deserted City, where everybody gets up on buildings, any kind of situation where you're doing that, this suit's actually going to be pretty good to get around with. One of the biggest problems when I pick, say, the Pixie in like Deserted City is they get up on the building and I have to sneak up on them, get up on the building, and so you might have a place for a couple of maps. I'm curious to know its health and its other stats, though. Like I said, we'll be looking at that on the podcast, but I mean, right now we've actually got a lot of good raids at 500 and 550, especially once they can get in melee and do some decent range, being the new BST. We got the Striker Custom. I'm just trying to go through my favorites. We got the Jarja that's in there now, so yeah, we'll see. So we'll have to see what happens. Anyway, they have the Titans 3 suit. The Dija level 3 is now in the lottery. So is a Drosty level 4, which is kind of scary. Having a 350 version of that would be really awesome. I kind of want it. It is pretty much one of my favorite space raids. And 350 is one of the costs that I don't have something that I'm super confident with in space. So that'll be pretty nice. Let's see. We'll go ahead and skip to this. We do have a step up. I recommend always do the half off pin spin. There's almost no reason not to, unless you just really don't want the suit, or you just don't want anything currently in the lottery, I guess. But, I mean, the only, probably a few whales that can make that claim. But, yeah, half off's always good. The other stuff, not so sold on that. I don't know. Like, the guaranteed 3-star, cool, I guess. But it's... yeah, I don't know. If you got tokens lying around, I just feel like the O's coming, so I should be saving. And also, I feel like the MLRS, well, not even feel, I'm pretty confident that either they're going to have a banner, like they did with the GBO2 and the GBO1 last week. I feel like that's going to happen with the GBO2 MLRS, and I definitely want that. That is one of my favorite suits, period. So, definitely want that. Let's go ahead and look at the notes here. So this is really big. In the ticket shop, got the Ganios. I've talked about it before. Level 3, though, I think I'm pretty sure that's 500. Obviously, you have the Mark II problem, but if you really like the EOS, it's more the same. There you go. It's pretty standard. GM Striker Kai, a really good space suit if you like any kind of the Striker custom playstyle. This one does have the dual bladed thing, so gotta get used to that. But it is a really good space suit for raid, and I forget the cost. If it's actually $350, I might just get that. And then my favorite here, and the one that I had to buy with tickets, and I both times, the Heavy Gundam is one of my favorite like support Gundams that they've got in the game. It has a ton of damage. The only downside with the Heavy Gundam, though, is it lacks a insta stagger that you can rely upon. The quickest way to stagger is to shoot with the beam cannon, and then swap to your machine gun, your minigun, and shoot. I can't remember how many bullets it takes to actually hit with that. And I'm just now noticing how they've set this up here, and how the minigun is like right behind the EOS, and it looks bigger than the EOS. That's kind of funny. But anyway, I thought they trimmed that off, and they were just having it behind the suit. Scaling problems. But anyway, yeah. So Heavy Gundam. I would say top tier damage, but with a lack of stagger, it's not the most reliable. So you definitely want it as a secondary support. In a 6v6, you could definitely bring it as a second support, or to get really good at not missing your beam cannon and then following up with the machine gun. The good part with that is if a raid's coming at you, you can stagger them pretty quick. The downside is you can't save teammates as reliably. So, but I think it's around 300 and so some tickets. You know, it's something I need. I'm definitely getting it. I'm trying to think of what else could be in the ticket shop that I would need. So I'm hoping I'm not making an oops here, but I've got 700, so that should be enough to get something else if I need to. In the DP store, the Garibaldi Alpha and the Bishop Level 2. So the Bishop Level 2, top tier base support. Definitely kind of hard to use and get used to, because the real way you want to use it is getting up and shotgunning with those beams. You really use the side Saikamu stuff to, you know, when you have nothing else to do. Try not to overheat the beams when you're doing the shotgun thing, but you can pretty much beam shotgun somebody and stagger them. Follow up with a punch, and you can just decimate generals with that. You shotgun them, you downswing them. By the time you swap back, you've got your beam fully recharged, and you just blast them for about 2k per shot, and it is devastating. The Garibaldi Alpha Level 2 is 450. It's, I mean, right there is where I believe the Garibaldi Beta comes in, but still, this suit is pretty good. Anything with a double dodge roll has some good qualities to it. It's got a shield. Now, it is a little big, but still, I mean, all this is in the DP store, so kind of just going over the pros and cons of the suits, but definitely good suits to check out if you can, depending on what the rank that you need is. It was kind of cool that they brought out the major stuff, But that still, again, seems like a big middle finger to all the new players, because the Striker Custom, the Dija, and the Detector are all top tier suits, and 2 of those I would say is probably the best raid and support of their cost. So there's that. Anyway, clan match stuff and things this Saturday. Did they not get rid of that one? Oh no, wait, what? Hold up. Did I miss something? Did I derp? What? I need to go back and look at another video. Am I crazy? This says 550 6v6 simple battle crash site? That's got to be a typo. They just forgot to do the... Yeah, surely this is the typo. Because this is supposed to be 300. Hang on, we do have the game up right now. We've been hyping this up for weeks. I'm... Okay, 4v4 impact site, 300 cost. I can go ahead and bring up, we have it up. There we go. 300 cost, 4v4 simple battle. Okay, cool, we good. They just have a typo here. Ugh. Okay. Well. Anyway. Now that we figured that out. Okay. That got me scared for a minute, because I'm so glad we've got a low cost that everybody can get into 4v4 really quick and easy. They've really never done a 6v6 simple, which was kind of odd, at 9 p.m. Pacific on Saturday. Saturday night's going to be pretty hype. I hope we can get a lot of teams out there. Pretty much literally anybody can come play. It's 300 cost, real easy to get into. There are good 300 suits you can buy with hardly any effort on ranking up. And I mean, really, even some of the better ones is just corporal or even sergeant at this point. So, but most of them are just lance corporal, which you can get. I got lance corporal by the end of the day of playing on one account. So we in there. There it is. Also going to be putting up the new clan, Mangum. Either, well, between tonight and tomorrow. Probably going to try to get it done by tonight, because I'll mention it on the podcast. But anyway, guys, usual links will be down in the description. Twitch, Twitter, Discord, stuff like that. Let me know what you think about the Nightseeker 5. I really was thinking this was a low cost. I was very surprised that it's 500 and 550. I'm really curious to see its stats, and we'll definitely talk about it tonight. But yeah, kind of interesting that we got more of another grunt suit at a high cost. But anyway, that'll be it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Peace.